Listen, following football costs enough money already, so don't let your mobile bill mug you off. Rocket Mobile gives you unlimited everything for £16 a month. No nonsense. Powered by Vodafone and Free, plus exclusive content and prizes when you switch on over. Scan the QR code or click the link and put that cash back into football. AFTV, Lee, we are through to the semi-finals of the Carabao. Just about.
And that's all that matters, isn't it? That is all that matters, really. It don't matter how you get there, you just got to get there. And that's what we did, like, you know. So, listen, what do you want me to say, though? We should have... We had so many good chances in that first half. We should have been 3 or 4. We should have been outside in the first half. Even in the second half, Jesus had a good chance. The goalkeeper made it. It's a routine save. And then, like, you know, it gets to the 90th minute. And I don't know what it is with us. We drop back, we get edgy, they get one. Saliba should have done better with that.
Don't fuck on that. Sorry,
Saliba should have dealt with it a little bit better. Got turned, give away a silly free kick. They put it in. They never looked like scoring, Rob.
Yeah.
They never looked like scoring. And then we're up against it, like, you know. We've got to kill teams off. We should have killed Everton off on Saturday. Struggled to do that and struggled again today to do it, like.
Yeah, and it could have cost us because then it goes to the penalties, and there was some great, like on both sides, some great penalties, wasn't there? Everybody hit the target.
Outstanding penalties from both teams. Like, you know, listen, apart from the one that kept us, the goalkeeper had no chance. Both goalkeepers had no chance on all the other penalties, and I thought, blimey, how long is this going to go on for? Because like it didn't seem like any pressure on any of them, like, you know. But like, big up to our boys, they steps up to the plate. I've got to say, Saliba's penalty was fantastic, so cool, so cool, like, you know what I mean. That guy, like, you know what I mean, like for a centre half, he is so good.
Yeah.
He's such a good footballer for being a centre half, I have to say. I thought he was outstanding today. I thought Calafiori. If Gabriel's not back, that's the 2 centre halves for me. I thought that they were really, really good. And they never give like their forwards a kick today, like, you know. And I felt at the end of it, we played well today at times.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We opened them up on and they're a decent side, Palace. We opened them up on many occasions, like, you know. And listen, if we're going to carry on this way in the league and all that, we will get caught out. We have to be more ruthless. And I don't know how we can. There was a move in that second half. It ended up with Trossard got the ball at the edge of the box, and then he pushed it to the. He pushed it out to. I think it was the one with Jesus. And if that goes in, it's a sensational move.
Yeah,
sensational move. But like, listen, at the end of the day, if you want to moan, you can moan, right? If you want to be happy, you can be happy, like, you know. And at the end of the day, I'm happy that we're just through in the next round. Yes, we know we've got to play better. We continue to keep saying that. But I thought today that was a much more improved performance, Rob, I have to say.
Who stood out for you today for Arsenal? I mean, especially in that first half, you know what I mean? There was some electric performances.
Like Martinelli was sensational in that first half. Absolutely fantastic in that first half. You want to see him do that more often. The disappointing thing is that it's against like probably their second choice right back, but that don't matter. You still got to take him on, and he took him on. He was sensational, I thought, in the first half. Jesus, I've got to say, credit to him, how sharp he looks.
Yeah, he did nearly the whole game.
Absolutely sharp, and looks how he does. But I thought Norgard played very neat and tidy in the midfield, very, very neat and tidy. And 2 central defenders, I thought Saliba and Calafiori were outstanding, like, you know. And Miles Lewis-Skelly again today proved that, you know, he's very, very comfortable on the ball. There was no nervousness in there, like, you know, but unfortunately, like, you know, one mistake or one little thing that can happen in a game, Robbie. We've got to say that. But listen, I thought Kepa, I've got to say, a very assured goalkeeper for a backup, more than assured. I thought he was very good.
He's like a clone, isn't he? Like he plays it exactly the same way as Raya, doesn't he?
Yeah, like, you know, like Raya's probably got more about him on crosses, if I'll be honest. But like, you know, but he don't mess about with it like Raya at the back. But like, listen, he's coming. I think what's that? First game in a couple at least of 6, 7, 8 weeks. I'm very impressed, like, you know what I mean. So listen, I mean, it wasn't the greatest result, But I didn't think it was a bad performance today. I'll have to go back and look at it, but I thought we was good tonight.
Yep, and it's Chelsea now in the next round. 2 legs, second leg here at the Emirates, but a 2-legged semi-final and a chance to get to a final. But 2-legged semi-final against Chelsea.
Been here before, haven't we, Rob? Been here before. The last time we got to the League Cup final, we played them in the semi-final over 2 legs, beat them here 2-1 and drew 0-0 there. Obviously, last season, I think there's a little bit of making up to do. But what I see today, I don't know about you, I see a good mentality today. I actually see when we went down, there weren't no one. Right, okay, let's get the ball back. And then when it comes to the penalties, everybody was assured and all that. We had everything in our favour. Yeah, we had everything in our favour today. We had the home support, we had it out down our end. We went first. We had it all in our favour. So you think if we don't see this over the line, you're going to be a little bit worried. But I thought it was a comfortable penalty shootout. I think everyone steps up, I thought was going to score, and they did. So look, listen, I think there's some positives to take from that today.
Yeah, and a lot of rotation today by Mikel Arteta. Obviously, we've got a game on Saturday against Brighton, very important. Then a few days after that, Villa. Anybody who played today for you can go and knock on the manager's door and say, listen, I deserve a start at the weekend.
Yeah, Miles Lewis-Skelly and definitely Martinelli can knock on that door, because I thought that they were very, very good today. But I'd like to knock on Mikel's door and ask him why he's playing Declan Rice for the last 10 minutes of that game. Coming on to see it out.
Well, he took a penalty. He came on and took a penalty.
I don't want to see Declan Rice today. I don't think you needed to see Declan Rice today. And obviously you didn't, because when he came on, we conceded. I just feel at times...
And then he took a penalty and scored. So maybe he came,
Listen, at the end of the day, you've got to put trust in your squad a little bit more. I thought we were seeing the game out comfortably with or without him, Rob. That's my opinion. I didn't think we needed to bring him on today, Maybe Saka needed to come on, because I thought if there was one disappointment for me today, it was Madueke. I thought after his performance in Bruges, I was really looking forward to seeing him today. Weren't at it for whatever reason. Weren't great today, but everybody else I thought done well, and definitely for me, Miles Lewis-Skelly. I don't think is nowhere near as erratic as Nketiah. I don't. I think Nketiah is a little bit erratic today when he plays. When I see Calafiori play at the centre half today, wow. Can this guy get any better? He's been outstanding at left back, and I thought he was so assured there today, and on the ball as well. He's defending and on the ball, And
I thought he was. He keeps looking at. Maybe you were watching the right game, because I thought he was good as well.
He lost the ball. That nearly cost us a goal. Lewis-Skelly. All right, no. I'm talking.
No, he's on about Calafiori.
Oh, sorry. No. No.
Listen, if you're falling asleep on my interview, fair enough. Listen, at the end of it, Calafiori, I thought really assured back there, what a defender he is. You know what I mean? I really was very, very impressive. But for me today, I don't know who was man of the match. They'd probably give it a Kepa for that penalty save, but Saliba today, I just thought was different class today, different class.
Lee, Merry Christmas, mate.
Merry Christmas to everybody as well, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.